Over the course of one single season, Mac Jones has gone from being praised as one of the greatest rookie quarterbacks of all time and being hailed a future star, to being criticized and shamed by the media and fans alike. So how did one of the brightest young minds in the entire league have a terrible sophomore campaign, and why was almost none of it his fault? In 2021, a rookie Mac Jones compiled 3,800 passing yards along with 22 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. This year, he has 3,000 yards with just 14 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, and 11 interceptions. Granted, Jones was out for 3 games due to an injury, but those numbers are still a massive decrease from 2021, and Jones has had the same, if not slightly better, weapons around him this year when compared to his rookie year. Much of that can be blamed on the offensive scheme around him, put together by Matt Patricia and Joe Judge, who are both known for either defense or special teams, not offense. Patricia has been heavily criticized this year, and rightfully so. He benched one of the Patriots' best offensive weapons in Kendrick Bourne simply for participating in a fight that broke out during a preseason practice. He heavily simplified the Patriots' offensive scheme to runs and screen passes, and for the longest time, he would not let Jones throw the ball down the field. He ran the offense the way a defensive coordinator would run an offense. Save completions and runs to not turn the ball over. Jones was put in a position to fail simply because he was following the orders of his coordinators, running plays that didn't work. It is a good idea for really any offensive system to sprinkle in screen passes here and there, especially with a roster like the Patriots, who have shifty players like Bourne, Ramondre Stevenson, and Marcus Jones. But when the offensive coordinator is calling these screen passes over and over and over again, sometimes 2 downs in a row to different players who aren't that shifty, it really doesn't work. It's clear that if the Patriots want to maximize Jones's full potential next year, they need a new offensive scheme and a new play caller. To see what kind of a leader and decision maker Patricia is, let's go back to Bourne for a minute. When the Patriots finally let Bourne get a decent amount of snaps, he had the best game of his entire career. Against the Cincinnati Bengals this year, Bourne had 6 catches for 100 yards and 1 touchdown, with 129 total yards on the day. So with that little nugget out of the way, let's get back into Jones, and let's get into the adversity Jones has had to face this year. During the final minutes of the Patriots' Week 3 loss to the Ravens, Jones injured his ankle and would miss the next 3 games. So not only did Jones suffer an injury, he was forced to watch on the sidelines as the Patriots once again simplified the offense and gave the reins to rookie quarterback Bailey Zappi. Zappi didn't actually start Week 4 in Green Bay, but after veteran Brian Hoyer suffered a concussion, he was slotted in and played pretty well. I mean, just look at his first career touchdown pass. Zappi is able to see a clearly wide open Devontae Parker and deliver a ball with the perfect amount of touch behind it. During his 3-game stretch, Zappi played like an incredible backup quarterback, but that's all he was, a backup quarterback. A really good one, but still a backup. Zappi played the exact role the Patriots needed him to play while Jones was absent, the game manager, the backup. And now we need to talk about the disaster that was the Chicago Bears game. For whatever reason, Belichick and the Patriots decided that both Jones and Zappi were to play in that game, since Jones still wasn't 100% ready. I still to this day am not sure what was going through Belichick's head. He definitely had to have been at least aware of the quarterback controversy going around with Patriots fans. He was putting Jones in a position to fail, and he even acknowledged that a bit after the game. So Jones starts the game, throws an interception that, when you actually look closely, hits ESPN's Skycam, which altered the placement of the football. So after a little bit, Jones is put on the bench and Bailey Zappi comes in. The Patriots once again simplify the offense and allow Bailey Zappi to use the coveted play action in a game manager type role. That touchdown Zappi threw to Parker in Green Bay, play action. This wide open pass to Jakobi Meyers, play action. Then the chance breakout. Even now, for the rest of the 2022 season, whenever Mac Jones made the slightest mistake, the Zappi chance would start to break out. Not only has Jones faced adversity with his own job, but his line has had their own adversities. During the 2021 season, the Patriots' offensive line was one of the best units in the entire league, with little to no problems throughout the entire year. They kept Matt clean in the pocket. This year, on the other hand, they've dealt with multiple injuries and a decrease in production. Right tackle Isaiah Wynn was playing his worst season as a pro before he suffered a season-ending injury late in the regular season. On the exact opposite side of the line, Trent Brown had an uncharacteristically mediocre year and was playing with an illness that sidelined him for a few games. Brown also finished the 2022 season with 13 penalties, good for most in the NFL. Wynn was also up there as well. The Patriots offense has gone through its growing pains, but over the past few weeks, Patricia and company have actually allowed Jones to throw the ball downfield with success. The play calling and route schemes are still pretty bad, but Jones has been allowed more freedom to make plays and go off that coveted play action. So now that we've established the background for Jones this season, it's time to actually look at the film. During a must-win game against the Dolphins, when given the opportunity, Jones showed out and played like his 2021 self. On a 3rd and 6 in the second quarter, Mack uncorks an absolute dime to Hunter Henry, which he was able to haul in over the shoulder to convert and set up a fresh set of downs. And on this long ball to Tyquan Thornton, Jones was able to find his man and complete this pass. Moving on to the Patriots' Week 18 matchup with the Buffalo Bills, as seen here, Mack is able to uncork this absolute dime to Devontae Parker for an incredible touchdown. There were also questions about Mac Jones' arm strength, and even Bill Belichick had his doubts. During the press conference after the Raiders game, Belichick said that they didn't attempt a Hail Mary because they didn't know if Mac could throw it that far. But as clearly seen here, Mac has the strength to get the ball downfield and into the end zone. There have also been questions about Mac Jones' sportsmanship, and some have even accused him of being a dirty player. I'm here to debunk those accusations. Here we have a tweet by biased NFL reporter Dov Kleeman saying that Mac Jones is a dirty player, and he provides 4 different videos proving that he's a dirty player. Video 1 is from 2021, where Mac Jones fumbles the football and Brian Burns picks it up, and as he's going to run with it, Jones grabs Burns' ankle in order to stop him from going into the end zone. This clearly isn't a dirty play. Mac is simply trying to stop Burns from moving and getting closer and closer to the end zone. It really wasn't a dirty play. Clip number 2 is from this year's Bengals matchup, where Mac Jones goes down low to try and block Eli Apple. Again, really not a dirty play, and in fact, in that same game, when Marcus Jones picks off Joe Burrow and goes into the end zone, Joe Burrow is seen trying to do that same exact block and actually almost hurts his own teammate. The 3rd and 4th video in this compilation are from this year's matchup with the Chicago Bears. In both of these clips, Mac Jones is seen scrambling, and then he slides down to protect himself, and he seemingly makes contact with the opposing defender. In one of the clips, Mac Jones is seen raising his foot as he slides, which you are supposed to do when you slide down. In my opinion, these are really cherry-picked incidents and really don't depict Mac as a dirty player. He's not going out and actively trying to hurt other players or trying to gain an advantage in a dirty way. If somehow in the future there are more incidents that can somehow prove that Mac is a dirty player, then I'm wrong. But as of right now, I really don't see how these incidents make Mac Jones a dirty player. We have to give credit to Belichick and the Patriots offense for making changes. Even if they were late changes were still made to the offense. By the game against the Cincinnati Bengals, the heavy use of screen passes were gone and the use of play action was seen. So overall, I still think that Mac Jones can be a really good, if not really great, quarterback in this league, and what the Patriots need to do this offseason is supply him with a good offensive coordinator and an offensive system that fits his strengths so that he can get the ball downfield and make the passes that are necessary to win football games. And it just seems like the Patriots might actually be on their way to accomplishing this. They've been connected to Alabama offensive coordinator Bill O'Brien for some time, and there have been reports that they've been doing their homework on former Cardinals head coach Cliff Kingsbury, who found his success as an offensive coordinator. If things somehow get worse, then maybe around this time next year we can do another deep dive into maybe it is Mac Jones' fault, but for now, I really think that Mac Jones still has the potential, and he needs another year before we can truly assess what kind of quarterback he is in the NFL.